actually been holding off on giving you this custom tactic and also the player roles for this formation. It's the 4-3-2-1 and it is the best formation on FC25 in my opinion. Are you tired of having a terrible team on FC25? Well, today I have a solution for you. Welcome to lootbar.gg, the cheapest place to get your coins. Not only are they 8 to 10% cheaper than other competitors, they're also a lot cheaper than FC points. And on top of that, they also give you 5% extra coins with every order. Also, plenty of creators are using Lootbar. Not only is it Zorky and Manny using Lootbar, we have plenty of creators joining the platform such as Wakes, Blush and Abdel. Lootbar's reviews are also excellent. They also offer a really fast delivery service, getting you your coins within 30 minutes. And make sure when you are buying your coins that you use Viper at checkout to get an 8% discount. Make sure to go to the pinned comment or the description of this video to get your coins from Lootbar. So guys, thank you for being here, and if you are enjoying the content, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. A few things to talk about straight away here. I want one of your centre backs in this formation to be really good on the ball. Now, we're not actually going to be playing them on a ball playing defender, but just someone that's got good dribbling, very good passing is highly recommended in this formation. And also, the two fullbacks are pivotal, and I'll explain why shortly, but let's actually get into the tactics. So guys, first of all, of course, it is going to be the 4-3-2-1, a formation that was absolutely loved last year. It's kind of fallen out of favour a little bit this year, just due to the fact it's now cams and not centre forwards, which has kind of thrown people off the scent of this formation being any good. But I promise you, it's the best formation on the game if you set it up correctly, like this. Build-up style. Now, it's unbalanced, and I really do think counter's really good, and I also don't mind short passing, but if you switch to one of these, so often you are absolutely limiting yourself in the way that you can play the game. I mean that, absolutely. There's not a lot of ways you can play this game anyway because of how stupid and broken it is, but you are shoehorning yourself into playing these two styles absolutely if you do go for them. So I recommend balance specifically for this formation. Just works the absolute best. As I say, counter is good. It's very good in defensive formations, but for me personally, and the way the 4-3-2-1 actually sets up, and you know, it's the three midfielders which are the absolute amazing point of this team, because so often you'll play with two midfielders, two CDMs, two cams, doesn't really count. 4-4-2, two midfielders. You haven't got any options in the centre of the park, and that is where I lose most of my games. And also, these are tested in the Elite Division. If you're scared that these don't work, I actually went yesterday and got, how many wins did I get? I think I got 11 wins and 3 draws with this formation and tactic. And yeah, so you kind of win the games with the midfield, and I don't know if you guys experience this too, but I always lose a midfield battle. I'm rocking a 2 midfielder formation, and this gives you that extra overload with the extra midfielder. So build up style, we are going for balance, just because you don't want to shoehorn yourself into playing a certain way, especially when you've got this many options in this team. Defensive approach as well is sitting at 50 for a few reasons. First reason, I don't know if you guys know this, but chip through balls are so broken on this game. Moreover, in the Elite Division, when people are playing 2 striker formations, passing it into one of the strikers, and then chipping it over the top straight away. It's one of the metas right now in the game. If you want to go watch the pro scene, it's all over that as well. Balance kind of stops that from happening so much. Just because you're not so high up the pitch, you're not having such a high line. You can still play high if you want to, but because of how broken the chip through ball meta is right now, balanced is your friend, because you're just going to get a hit on them all the time. And in sweaty games, people that know how to abuse that meta will abuse it, and it becomes really jarring. So having this on 50 gives you kind of a bit of a balance between not being too low, not being too high, and not getting hit by them stupid chip through balls. And then guys, as we talk about the actual player roles, or what I'm going to call them instructions, because that's ultimately what they are still, we have got Sweeper Keeper plus on our goalkeeper, and that is going to be Allison. Now, he is not perfect for this. He is not the perfect sweeper keeper. Courtois is better, and so is Edison. I'd argue that Edison's the best keeper on the game just because of the properties that he does have. Moreover, his play styles. Allison is still good though, and he does the job for me, and he's very good for chemistry. But Sweeper Keeper plus essentially just gives you an extra passing option. Of course, with a goalkeeper that has the playstyle plus of rush out of goal, it's going to be even better. So Courtois is perfect for that. But Sweeper Keeper plus is an absolute must in my opinion. Then I'll talk about the fullbacks next. And of course, these are really, really important. And I want you to follow this. You might actually have to get the exact same fullbacks to get this to work. So, Dallo, he has got fullback and defend. He does have wingback plus. Also has, I thought he had one more, obviously he doesn't, but he does have wingback plus. And you probably think, why aren't you playing him on that? Get the roll plus and get the extra kind of bonus from having the plus. No. In this formation, Dalot is meant to be a third defender. Or actually a fourth defender. I'll talk about that shortly. But he needs to defend for me, and he can kind of drive out himself because he's got good dribbling qualities. He's also got some very, very important passing properties. About DeMarco. Now, DeMarco's on attacking wingback plus, and probably he's going to get this as a plus very soon, and balanced. He gets an awful lot of goals for me. He gets an awful lot of assists, crosses, passes. Everything about this card is so crucial to this team. I can't stress to you enough on this game how important having at least one attacking fullback is, just to create an extra overload. And in this formation, creating that overload is crazy because you've got Talisca, you've got Nunez and Perez as your front three. You've then got Zé Roberto and Gerrard also making up a 5, and you've got DeMarco making a 6 in attack when you are breaking away, or not even when you're just breaking away, when you're just building up the play. And the other thing that is the absolute kind of killer for me with these two fullbacks, they've both got long ball pass, and R1 manual over the tops to each one of these fullbacks is absolutely disgusting. If you don't know what I mean, just go and put it on YouTube and you'll see it. But long ball pass has got some broken things happening with this game at the moment, and more so about the R1 over the tops. It's the manual kind of just swing it away, kind of cross/pass, and it's so good on these two due to them both having a long ball pass, and that makes up the defence. You know, we haven't talked too much about the centre halves yet. I don't think we actually talked about them at all. But we kind of talked earlier about how I think it's really important you have a good ball-playing centre-back here. Not on ball-playing defender, though. Defender plus wins out every single time. It is the best. And make sure you've got a right footer on the right-hand side, a left footer on the left-hand side. Make sure one of them has some good passing properties, as we do have with Bastoni. Just put both of your defenders, your centre-halves, on defender. Please. All of the other ones are absolutely terrible. As we move into the midfield, I don't know if I've talked about this too much, but this formation is all about the midfield. And the fact that you've got an extra midfielder than what you usually have, and how that creates a very nice overload on this game. And we've got box-to-box on both Gerrard and Zé Roberto. And you probably think, okay, that's fine, that's cool. Box-to-box is quite rare to have as a plus/plus. And not only that, Gerrard has got Trivela, he's right-footed. Zé Roberto, I don't think has Trivela, but he's left-footed. So I'm getting a lot of goals from my outside midfielders here with Trivela shots. Green time Trivela shots. I'm getting a lot of goals from these two. Gerrard also has power shot plus, and Zé Roberto has technical plus, so he's very good at kind of picking up that kind of number 10 position and just dribbling about the place. He's got good passing as well. Very valuable that you have a good mix of players here. You know, we've got the technical player here. We've got the kind of box-to-box that can score and defend in Gerrard. And we've got Makelele on holding plus. Now, this is crucial to have this, guys. Holding plus is, as it says there, a pivotal role in this team and in football in general. And he is there to defend only. He makes up another defender, essentially, when we are defending. We've got Dalot as well, which makes up the back 4. And if he's back in time, DeMarco, making it basically a back 5. Holding plus is really good because they don't attack at all. Makelele's got decent passing, but I want him to defend. I also want him to get his blocks in because he does have block plus. And this is a must-have role. I would certainly recommend you have it at least as a plus. And if you do play any formation, by the way, with an actual CDM, put them on centre-half. You will not be disappointed. And yeah, this player here is coming up as a centre-mid. I promise you, he's basically a sweeper. He's basically just a CDM in the 3-2-1. And it really does make a difference. You know, it does say there, coordinated build-up, which, yeah, absolutely he does have. Plenty left in the tank. I guess that's okay. He's got a good stam anyway. Strong defensive focus. It also does say here that the approach is too narrow, lack of attacking options, limited playing space. It's just absolute bogus. There is a bit of limited playing space, absolutely, but lack of attacking options is absolute bogus. I promise you that. As we move on to the front 3, we have got a lot of different things happening here, guys. First of all, we've got Talisca, who is one of my favourite players in the game, by the way. Playmaker plus, and he is just on balance. Now, a lot of people talking about roaming right now. You can try this if you want to, but I found balance to work really well with Talisca. Roaming can kind of put him into that kind of number 10 position, and then it's too narrow if you do that. So having him on balance kind of keeps him having a little bit of width. Not much, but a little bit of width there. And then our other cam is on shallow strike and attack. So Pires for me is only in this team because he's got finesse plus and he's good for links, but he essentially plays as a striker with Nunez, and his passing is really good as well, which is very, very valuable to me in this formation. And of course, as always, advanced forward plus on your striker is an absolute must-have. But Talisca, left-footed, very good travelers. Pires, right-footed, good travelers and finesse shots. It's all about finding players that work for you in this formation. And once you have found that, I promise you, it is the best formation on the game. As you can see with the ball here, we are insanely narrow. Our only width is coming from DeMarco, and it does look like as well a lot of players are stepping on each other's toes, but it's so good. If you guys remember a few years ago, I was absolutely in love with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, and this is essentially that with a bit of width from DeMarco or your left back in my case here. And I promise you guys, it works so well. The code is on the screen right now for you. Let me know what you think of these tactics down below. Let me know if you're going to use them and what you got in Foot Champs and what division you are in with these. But guys, if you have enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell so you never miss a video. But guys, that's going to be it for me for now, so take care.